Hello to all. Nice to see all of you, even though I can't really see you. It's been a while since the last dryline, since my last live video. It's a week ago. I didn't do any technical video session on Wednesday. As you may notice today, the sound is a lot better because there's a really nice microphone. At the moment, this is all I got. It's wired, so it's not a wireless microphone, but for now it's pretty sweet. I'm usually pretty close to the camera when I do my live sessions, so it should be okay for now. I'm starting to look into some clip-ons and wireless stuff, but it's also a little more expensive. But I'll take a look at that and try and upgrade as we go on with the summer workouts. But for now, this is hopefully better. I hope it works. I assume it does. If there's no sound on the video, you should definitely tell me before I take this too far. Yes, new mic. I don't know why I'm holding it. Like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to work from a little distance. Okay, we still got more people checking in. We're scheduled to start in a little while. Is the sound okay? I'm pretty curious. I didn't do any tests on it. I figure I would test it live. Yes, sweet. I'm glad. Looks so professional with this. The whole setup. I still need a better tripod. It's not super stable, as you can see, but it works, and I really hope you guys can get more out of it. At least more out of my technical comments as we go on. That's the whole point of me doing the workouts and not just uploading a video. So today's session, until we get everybody here, I can try and explain a little what we're gonna go through. It's gonna be really short. There's only 10 minutes of live or actual workout time, but there's some good rest. So it's really supposed to be quality work today, with just a large or big technical focus. I'm doing this right after an inline session, but unlike my usual inline sessions, this was an easy one, so I could also just put this in the tripod. Then you guys won't get a headache. So yeah, I'm doing this right after, from one issue to another. Give me just a second. Yeah, I'm doing this right after an inline session, a technical one, so it's just really to tune in on some of the small details that I was either a little too tired in the inlines, or maybe it was a bit slippery. So many reasons why it's nice to just slow down and do it on shoes, just to get everything right. So that's what we're gonna do today. In just about a minute, we should be ready to go. There's not that many people today. I don't know, where did the motivation go? But I'm here. I'll make sure to do the full workout with you guys that are here with me. So today we're gonna do 5 jumps, and like I said, it's gonna be really quick. So it's 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and they're pretty simple exercises. They're very skating specific, skating related, and we're gonna do those 5 for 30 seconds, 30 seconds rest. Then we have some set rests to catch our breath, and then if you do have a turn cable, we are going to do turn cable, where we do just 15 seconds on one leg, 15 seconds on the other, and then 30 seconds rest. And we're gonna do that for 5 minutes. It's gonna be a little more challenging, but given that we have a lot of rest compared to how much work time we do, it's gonna be a lot easier than what we've been through previously on the channel. So, hey Grace, how's it going? So it shouldn't be too hard for you guys. To just really make sure to take this opportunity to stay mentally in it, to really focus on the exercises and execute them well, because perfect practice makes perfect, not just practice. So be aware of what you're doing and just sit low. We can really allow ourselves to be in the correct skating position. If we're all about to be tuned in. It's only a few viewers today, so I'll give you guys a few more seconds to check in. Let me know who's watching. I'm in Denmark, by the way. As you may have noticed, the weather is a little different than Portugal. It's not too bad. I'm still in a t-shirt, in my own and Sophia's t-shirt. Low enough, you never are. I found that to be pretty relevant for today's session, so I'm wearing that. Okay, so let's go through the exercises. 5 exercises to remember. Try and adjust the camera a little. I don't know how far I should be for that. A little further down. Just like that. Alright, exercise number 1. It can't be much more simple. It's skate jumps, but they're rhythmic, so they're not explosive. It's not about jumping high or far. You just find skating position to start with, and then jump, jump, back and forth. That's the first exercise. Remember, there's 5 exercises in total. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and then we got some rest, and then we get to the turntable. The first exercise, classic skate jump. Exercise number 2, we've been through that before. Oof. It's a windy day. Maybe I'll try and cover my phone down here. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna get it from the ground today. Might make it a little difficult for me to answer questions in the break, but wow. I feel like this is a perfect time to say, if anybody wants better quality, please super chat, because as you can see, it's a little, yeah, that is low. You don't have to be that low. Assume people can still see me. Okay, so exercise number 2, the outward hops. Just get down in skating position. 5 to each side, and switch. 5 back and forth. Remember, still only 30 seconds. Third exercise is the Gunder hops, down in skating position. Like that. Number 4, lunges. So basically for all exercises, start out in the skating position. So you go down, lunges, and jump. Again, written. And then the final one is the double skate jump. So just like exercise number 1, but in between every jump, you do a little jump. That's about it. And then we get to the turntable. I'll come down here if there's any questions before we get started. Sorry for the not ideal camera angle that we got here. I should get a better tripod, but this is all I got for now. So I hope you can deal with it just for this session. At least the sound is better than usual. We've got a sweet microphone here. Glad to see more people are checked in. We're 11. That's better than the 2 in the beginning. But hoping to see more people join as we go on. At least that some people are gonna watch this later on and get some good workout in. So if everybody's ready, let's start in 1 minute. Then get the time to get something to drink, just to get set. Of course, I'll remind all of you about the exercises as we go on. It's a little hard to remember 5 exercises, especially when you feel the heart rate going up and the lungs working. There's not a lot of oxygen going to the brain, so it's easy to forget. Meanwhile, make sure to check out the t-shirts that I made with Sophia, my girlfriend. They're pretty sweet. And if you like this video and all the videos, you can always leave a super chat. That is gonna be really nice. I think I'll put that in the pool of money that I'm gonna save up until I can buy a better tripod. Because this one is not ideal, especially not when living, or at least training in a kind of windy country, Denmark. Okay, let's get started in 15 seconds. Exercise number 1. Don't think you're gonna forget that one. Just skate jumps. Start in 3, 2, 1. Down in position, small jumps. though it's supposed to be rhythmic, if you lose balance as you land, find it, and then go on again. More. Also put your arms in the back. It takes a little more balance. And rest. 1 down, 4 to go. Not the worst program today. It's windy. Five more. And it's the small outward hops. And go. 5 to each. Five more seconds. And rest. Next one is the quick weight transfer. We also call the Gunders. 20 seconds. 15. Remember to shake the legs in the break. Don't sit down. Just get them prepped for the next exercise. In 2, 1, go. Skating position, and try and keep the upper body, basically everything else than your legs, in the same position. Make it fast, quick movement, where one leg replaces the other. You can see, it's supposed to be down in the skating position. 10 more seconds. And rest. 2 more exercises. Got lunges, and then skate jump with double skate jump. Ciao, Fabricio. Welcome to the workout. Joining at the right time. In 10 seconds, gonna do the lunges jumps. Let's keep those rhythmic. Make sure the knees are not wobbly. Keep everything pointing forward, and we go. Get down into the 90-degree position. More. And rest. Final exercise is that skate jump with a little double jump in between every classic skate jump. 15. Last exercise for this part. 2, 1. Try and show you from the side. That was it. All right, we've got some set rest. Go find your cables if you have cables. If not, you can just do it as one leg squats. 15 on one leg, 15 on the other, and 30 seconds rest. As you may have noticed, this is not as hard as some of the things we've been doing. But sometimes skating has to be nice and not hard, because that's where we really can focus on improving our technique. It's very difficult to change habits when we're already struggling just to stay on our feet and stay in that position. So just take today as a as a really good way of just improving your movements and finding some nice positions and just get better at skating and doing all the exercises just as they're intended to be carried out. And then for some of the hard sessions, we're really going to work on being able to continue that once we get tired. But today is all about just learning how to do it in the first place. I'm just gonna put you guys so you can see me. I think that's pretty close. All right, so just before we start, a few technical key points for you guys to think about as we begin this. Like I say, you can either have it around the hip, or you can have it up here in the chest. You can also do whatever you want with the arms. You can have them on the back. You can also hold on to this. Make sure you're not like having it too tight of a grip, because that's not going to be how you're going to feel when you're skating. Just going to use the arm here to help you instead of actually engaging your core and working on the hip strength. You're just going to be pulling your body, and that's not how we want to be skating. So if you put your arm here, make sure to not like use it actively. Just let it rest there and go up and down. A good little key to making sure that you're not messing that up is to not tighten your grip, to tighten your wrist. Just let your fingers, just let them lie there. Also, secondly, it might be a little difficult for you guys to see because the camera is from a twisted angle. I'll try and put it right in front of me. But make sure everything is pointing the way you would be skating if you're out on your ice skates or inlines. Because otherwise you're going to be twisting that way when you're skating. You're going to be tilting your hip, tilting your body. So right now I'm trying to be aligned with this line because that's where I'm about to skate. If it wasn't the scenario. So I'll just keep everything aligned, hips, shoulders pointing that way, and then down. Shoulders flat, hips flat, everything flat. Do we have any questions about this turntable exercise before we get started? Otherwise, I will give you just 20 seconds to get set, find your cable, attach it somewhere, and we're about to go. And remember, if you don't have a cable, you can just do this on one leg, single leg squats. Physiology-wise, it's going to be just about the same. So don't be afraid of that. And let's go. 15 seconds on each leg. Just going to switch immediately to not cheat ourselves and get a little extra rest. Just make sure you switch at the bottom. That's it. Switch leg. And here, try and pretend that you're continuing a skating movement. So not just up, but really almost make a crossover. Remember that arm shouldn't be doing too much here. And rest. 30 seconds off. You can try and play around. We'll do the next one up here in the chest. Just to get a little variation. Feel the pressure differently. Really make sure everything here is tight. Don't be wobbly around the core, the knees, the hips. Point everything forward. It's really key in this, so you can get some pushes straight to the side because everything points that way. Let's go. 15. Keep it compact, meaning you won't open up as you go up. Just keep the upper body relaxed, but tighten this. And switch. And rest. 2 sets down, 3 more. Like I said, you can use the arms. It's going to be good for your rhythm. It's going to be even more like skating music. You can also just put them on the back, engage the core a little more, and work on some different things. Like there's no exact rule book for how to do this exercise because it's all just supposed to make you better at skating. So whatever you find to be improving your skating is the way to go. Let's go. And also try and get that leg over there if you want to practice that part of the crossover. and swish. And rest. 2 more of these, and that's it for today. Get super low, maintain the rhythm, so don't rush it on the way up or the way down. Definitely not have a break at the top or the bottom, because when you're out skating, you also want that skating movement to be continuous, so you can reuse the power of the previous stroke. Start in 3. Let's go. Switch. And rest. 1 more rep. We're set. Quick workout. You can do this anywhere. If you notice, I didn't use any space as long as you have a band and whatever to attach it to. Couldn't be much easier. Get ready in 5 seconds. Just really be focused. It's only 30 seconds of exercise. Go. Switch. And we're done. Good job, everybody. I am gonna interview myself. If there's any Q questions, I'll have the ace. That was a terrible wordplay. I'll be here for a few minutes. If you guys have any extra questions, I'll make sure to try and answer those. And yeah, good job, everybody. It's a little gangsterish place I'm hanging out here. If you do have any questions and you're not watching this live, I'll also do my best to come back in the comments and try and give my view on different things. And it was just a pleasure working out with you guys. It always is. It was nice to see more people checking in later during the workout. Maybe I didn't advertise it enough. I usually put some stuff on Instagram and Facebook and such to try and let people know when I go live. But I try and keep it at 1 p.m. every Friday, European time. So I'll try and keep that up, and then it's just fingers crossed that more and more people are gonna watch it, and more people are gonna follow the workouts just to stay fit. It's a little hard for some people, I think, to stay motivated now that there's no races. We have a question here. Jigar Patel. Hey Victor, my son is 7 and he does 1 hour exercise every day but not getting muscle buildup. What to do? That would be strange. Make sure he's not either under eating or overtraining. Usually at age 7 you would find quite a big natural growth. So usually at 7 you should grow no matter what you do. So just really make sure he has an adequate nutrition intake, that he gets enough calories in. I can imagine that's a little difficult. It was for me, at least, when I was going through that age. Maybe not 7 already, but like age 10 to 15. Because compared to your friends in school, or compared to whoever you hang out with, or guidelines or whatever your parents assume you must or should be eating, you're gonna require a lot more food because you just burn a lot more calories than average people or average kids in your age. So just make sure that he eats enough. It would probably be a lot more carbohydrates, it's a classic food like rice, pasta, bread, because he's for sure burning more of those macronutrients than other kids his age. So you really want to be aware of that. I don't think you should focus on exercises specifically made or target to build muscle at that age. Should definitely be natural, and yeah, just let the kid have fun on skates for now, and then just make sure he gets enough food. Then I'm pretty sure that the muscle growth is going to come naturally. I wouldn't be too worried about that for now. Personally, I was a very skinny kid all the way till age 16. Hey Pasha, how's it going? Thanks for the super chat. Always nice to see Pasha. He's one of the viewers who's been here since the beginning of these live streams, and it's pretty cool to see how he follows all the program, and just hearing about how he has been progressing since the start of it. And thanks a lot for the super chat. Like I often mention it, and I don't want to be too annoying about it, but super chats are really nice because I do this out of my own pocket. Now I got this microphone for it, which cost quite a lot of money, but thanks to all the super chats that was possible, and going forward I'm gonna buy a better tripod so we can get some more stable images, and so my phone won't drop on the floor when it's windy. So thanks, Pasha. Benjamin James, Victor, would like if you happen to speak Spanish or Portuguese. I want to ask, what do you do after this work of skates? Pajama speed work or just stretch and already? Yeah, sadly I don't speak Spanish or Portuguese. I speak a lot of languages. I speak German, French, English, Norwegian and Danish, but Spanish and Portuguese haven't got around that yet. Right now I'm working on my Russian, so that would be next step. But I'll keep that in mind for whenever I have a gap year in my life. What do you do after a workout like this? Like I said, right now this was after a 22-kilometer inline skating workout, so it was a little more quantity than just the Offskate. If it was just inlining, it would be more cardiovascular, so I would do some cool down, maybe a 10-minute jog, and then stretch for about 10 minutes as well. When I do stuff like this, either weightlifting or dryland, like this was, I try and avoid stretching, because you already did a lot of damage in your muscle fibers, especially when weightlifting. And I'm pretty sure research suggests that stretching is not always positive after either dryland or weightlifting, because you have a big risk of making yourself even more sore, because those muscle fibers are just going to be broken down even further if you stretch them. So I do stretch. You can stretch a little more when warm, but I always try and keep it after cardio workouts. So when I do a long bike ride, or if I do a long inline skate, then I'll stretch after, but never after dryland or after weightlifting. Then after every workout, I take a lot of carbohydrates, quick sugars, either bars. I'm sponsored by Power Bar, so I usually take those. If not, if I'm at home, I could just eat a slice of bread with some ham on it to get a little bit of protein as well. But that's my usual routine after training. Oh, that's nice to hear. I'm glad he's a big fan. I really hope to go to India. I'm just still waiting for somebody to plan the training camp for me, and I'll go there and teach everybody all the stuff I know. So it'll be cool to meet him. We got some news that Russians are allowed outside. That's a big deal. That's nice. I know that the majority of the world is on the better side of Corona finally, but I also know it's getting worse in some places. I know Brazil is quite hit right now, which is really sad, and just hope that the world as a whole can be past Corona really soon, so that we can all be safe most of all, but also go back to our normal everyday life routines. For me, that means skating. I still haven't heard anything about my competitions. I do ice skating for a living, so I really hope to be able to do the World Cups as we enter the winter, and still a little while. But fingers crossed for that, and fingers crossed for everybody's health. But it's nice that you get to go outside, and I'm glad you're going to start my 12-week program. For people that haven't seen all the live videos, I'm trying to bring it up whenever it's relevant, but I made a 12-week training program where I basically just put all the workouts I think are essential. There's a lot of technical drills because skating is obviously super technical. So if you download that, you can either get the free preview or you can get the full version for $50. There's a link below. I think it's actually the first text down below in the description. If you click on that, you can go directly to my training program that I made, and there is a whole lot of videos. I guess about 5 hours of just technical exercises or different video tutorials and on so many exercises on shoes, but especially on skates. So if you get tired of all these dry lands, because we're never actually out skating on wheels, especially now that the world opens, just take a look at that. And I put a lot of effort and time and into that to share all the stuff I learned over the years of skating full time into a training program. So give that a shot. Oh, that would be nice, yeah. Please contact me, Jigari. I am ready to answer either on Instagram, there's a link below, or comment here on YouTube. Easiest would just be my Instagram. I'll try and be responsive there. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching this, and I really hope that I can see a lot of you guys next week for another dry land. Thanks for the super chat, Pasha. Hope more people are gonna super chat before we finish. I'll let it go for a minute and see if I can gather some donations. If not, if you're not watching this live, there's a link to my PayPal below, and you can support me, support this channel if you feel like it, and if you enjoy what I'm doing. And I promise to post more videos. There's one coming up this Sunday, so stay tuned, and yeah, follow the channel if you haven't already, because it's cool stuff, and I put as much effort and time as I can into it. So it's nice when new people like it and support it. All right, have a nice weekend wherever you are in the world, and stay safe and have some good fun skating out there. Bye bye.